Hello and welcome back. It's going to be another day of Slayer. Teased you a little bit in the last episode, so let's get into this cool method. So we're finished with our divine locations from the day, and we're going to teleport to Anachronia. And we're going to do a little bit of abuse. This is probably going to be the most abusive thing we do. And first, we need to skip over our task here. We need to get rid of our Vile Bloom task. So, cancel task. We're down to 168 points, which is kind of worrying. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna swap over to my main on the recording. Here we are. And we are going to activate. We're going to co-op options, invite player, where it was. So now we're in a group Slayer, and basically that means that if we come in here, it will use the block list and the prefer list on my main account. So it can't give me any of these 5 tasks right now, even though they're not on the block list of my alt. And also it uses the preferred task as well. And this account also has 93 VIP Slayer tickets, so you'll get 2 options every single time. So if we get a task, we get 222 Abyssal Demons. And as you see here, and then I'm going to swap back over to my other account. And if you look up here, we have 222 Abyssal Demons. I also want to highlight one other item I figured out about today, and I didn't really know this was a thing, but I wish I did before. It's called a Charming Potion. It's a tradable potion that came with the 120 farming and herblore update, and charm drops now give 1 more than normal. So if we see here, normally Abbey Demons would only give 1. But as we see, we're now getting 2 per kill. This will really help us to ensure that we get to 100% of the charms needed for 99 summoning by the time we get 99 Slayer, because we're using our Scrimshaws of Sacrifice. So basically the concept of how co-op Slayer works is to form a group, you either need to have the exact same task or you need to have no task at all. And then when you get the task, you get the same task. At that point, you can leave the group, and by leaving the group, you sever the co-op ties. And then once you get to a state where both of you don't have a task, either by doing the task on both or doing the task on one and then skipping on the other, you're able to then re-roll your task again. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to finish this Abbey Demons task on this account, and I've already skipped it on my main account. So I'll resend the group invite when this task is done. Make sure we're on the same world, and then we'll get another task. I'm not going to actively show what I'm getting by swapping over the recording. You'll just see it pop up in the top right corner here. Hey, 91 Slayer as we finish the task. And you'll see it pop up here. 219 Dark Beasts, because I picked the VIP token one. So your partner has a Slayer token, 214 Dark Beasts. And now we sever the group. We go here, leave the group. We have a 219 Dark Beast task. There we have it, task 86 complete. We'll invite ourselves back into the co-op. We've invited him, co-op options, accept, get our task. And we got the task we needed. Holy shit, boys. This is gonna be it. I want to test something as well. There we go, we also extended it. So we have 139 dragons, and just you wait. So what we're doing here now is we're doing the Elite Dungeon 2, also known as the Dragonkin Laboratory, because they have a special thing associated with them, is they have gemstone dragons in there, but so that everyone could kill them, the gemstone dragons don't actually have a slayer level associated with them. So you get the full experience without having to actually have the 100+ slayer requirement. So we're going to go ahead and do that. This is the real reason why we came here. These Hydrix dragons. Boom, we just got 6k slayer experience. There's a Hydrix dragon down here, so we're going to come kill it. There was 18,000 slayer experience. There's another large slayer experience drop. And that got us up to 95 attack and 123 slayer. Or 123 combat. You need to move here to go. So, because if you're MD to the dragon, it won't actually use any specs on you. If you look at the timestamp of when we started and ended, and the XP counter, we gained 133k Slayer XP in 7 minutes of killing those dragons between boss 2 and 3. This works out to approximately 1.1 million Slayer experience per hour, which, if I'm being honest, is insanely good. The only downside is that I need to solo the dungeon up to that point on my main account, so this 139 task would take all day to do. One down, 25k XP. Whew! That one's always fun. 44,000 experience, 18k Slayer. Honestly, I've had enough of these gemstone dragons. It may be really good experience per hour, but I am not having fun, so I am not doing it. So dragons are... we can kill any dragons basically for this, for the remainder. I might regret this in the morning, but I'm just gonna come here and kill some dragons. Yeah, for reference, each one of those 7 to 8 minute runs was about 400k total experience between all the skills. Which, admittedly, is really good, but it's not fun. I'm not gonna do it. We have 292 Abyssal Demons to kill. There we have it, 92 Slayer. We can now kill these Irets if we ever get them as a task. 96 attack. I'm just going to show you the size of this task. 343 Abbey Demons. That is insane. Still only a 3 overload task. And our task is... Irets. So that's going to be my first time killing them on this account, so we'll see how that goes. Do our first Iret task. You may have noticed that I bought Drygores here. I bought them for one very specific reason. The Flurry ability stuns Irets while they're doing their spec, and then they go into like a, I guess, a sleep mode. And while they're in that asleep mode, they take 2 times damage, and I believe your hit chance is considerably higher. And because I don't have a Nihil or a Reaper necklace, I really think this is going to be needed to make these tasks somewhat efficient. So with Irets, the ones who are on their 4 legs are ranged ones, and the ones who are on 2 legs are melee. That's how you differentiate between the two. Basically cleaned out the whole room. Just an interesting little factoid. I've gained 3 whips that have been eaten by the Scrimshaw. There we go, we get to kill 275 Dark Beasts. $93 Slayer obtained. And we got Iret. Before we go to do this task, we are going to go to player-owned farm, as it's been 96 hours since the last time we went, so everything should be ready and at 100%. We're starting at 4.68. That one was slightly under 100%, but we're level 90 farming. So in order to get a little bit of money back here, I'm going to buy the collector for 2.5 beans, and I think She automatically goes there, and now I'll get back like 3 or 4 Zygos every single time. But let's gear up for our Irit task. So we got the Dragonkin Lamp, which is essentially 20k free mining experience. We got Sacred Clay, so we're up to 374. We can also turn in our daily farming as we harvested from an animal, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And got another treasure hunter key and 44,000. 98 attack. One more level to go. So we activated the second perk for the first time on this account. Basically, we have high accuracy against monsters with low health, and because Irits have an ability where their defense goes up as their health decreases, I thought it would be really good to finish off those pesky ones that take like 4 or 5 hits. And we don't have auras, and it'll also make this task slightly longer. There we have it, 70 Hunter. Wow, this is going to be an insane key. We just gained 200,000 Herblore bonus experience. Another 100 overloads, because we're about to run out. Just a little tip, if you have a really bad well placement on these portables worlds, as long as you're within a couple squares of it, you still get the boost from it. You just have to use in the inventory instead of clicking on there. So here, if we unfilter, you see such a potent is thanks to the incredible mixing station, even though we're not beside it. And there we have level 90 Herblore. Ended up with about 93 doses. We're going to go to the GE to convert into 4 doses. And we also completed a Herblore daily challenge, so we're going to claim our reward there. We got 94k Herblore experience, so we're pretty close to our next Herblore level. 94 HP. Now that I've switched to the Ring of Fortune, the pop-ups for the Key to the Crossing come up, and because I'm using the Sacrifice Scrimshaw, they get burned right away for experience. So I've now obtained, after that one, 9 Key to the Crossing. Each one's like 200k each, so just from this one task I've burnt away 2 mil on 1 drop pile. We got an effigy drop, so we have 187 Irits now, which works out pretty well because we can go into a Berserker aura after this. Woo! 94 Slayer, 5 to go. 5 mil experience to go as well. 94 gives us Corrupted Lizards, but we won't be killing them because you can't really aggro pot them because they attack with range. There we go. Our first 99. Attack was the skill. And let's go settings, gameplay, combat XP, strength. So we're now training strength. Unfortunately, I accidentally drank an overload while I had 4 minutes left, so I had a bank, but that allowed me to siphon my scythe. 87 strength just obtained, and we're about to get 81 agility from Silverhawks. 88 strength. I finished the task right as my 4th overload ended. We killed 224 minutes, which means we're killing about 50 a dose, which means we're getting like 600k Slayer experience per hour and about like 1.5 million strength experience per hour, so a very good task. Our armor also got to level 12 during that task, so we're going to go ahead and siphon it. Just short of level 76. Or no, we got 76. 89 strength. We'll get pretty close to 90 strength from this task because of the perk. As you can see, look at all the like extra monsters we're killing. It's already been 7. So, very nice. So we've completed our 101st task. We're going to come here and buy our Ability to fletch broad arrows and bolts. So I guess we're doing one more task tonight, because we have 338 Abyssal Demons. This is going to be insane. With the perk, this is like a 370 kill task. 95 Slayer, only 4 to go. 90 Strength. We have Irits, which we'll do tomorrow once we have our Berserker Aura back. Another purple prize here from the promo, and it's 1,000 Protean Planks, which is 666 Protean Traps. And that's going to do it for us today. The big highlight was 99 Attack and 95 Slayer. We're getting pretty close to 99, and our XP per hour is getting pretty close to 1 mil per hour, which is my long-term goal. Anyway, have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe.